What's up? How is everyone doing out there? We are back. This is my Southern Opinion. My name's Eddie Steady. I bring you battle rap, breakdowns, predictions, recaps. And today, got a little something to talk about. We got a card coming up this Saturday. URL, Superfight, Volume 3, I think this is. But yeah, we got a lot to talk about. We got some predictions. But first, let me get into a little news. If you didn't hear, some little dumbass boy out of Arlington, Texas, done brought a gun to school, and done fired off. Some people was hit. This is just a sad case. First thing when I hear something about this, I start thinking, damn, we got another little boy who can't fight, who done got a hold of a pistol and done brought his shit to school. Just tell somebody, man. If somebody fucking with you, somebody bullying you at school, just tell somebody. It don't make no sense to everybody have to suffer from you want to bring a gun, you know what I'm saying, let that motherfucker off, shoot it, all that's. You ready to throw away your goddamn life, man. Real shit. But, moving on. Shout outs to Angry Fan. Doing them damn numbers. Doing face-offs. Just keeping the culture lit, man. Keeping the culture lit. A lot of stuff from Angry Fan done stewed me to make up this card. I done made up a card. I'm going to call it, If He Dies, He Dies. I made this card because there's a lot of talk going around, and it's a lot of battle rappers talking trash to each other. And nowadays, with the internet, battle rappers can set up their own battles. You know what I'm saying? If you're in demand and people want to see you, you always can make money. You always can be booked. You always got a match. And I think the battle rappers are seeing that. And it don't matter if you win or lose. You always can be booked as long as people want to see you. Same as wrestling. There were wrestlers back in the day that lost every single battle, but they got booked because, for one, people wanted to see them get their ass whooped. And for two, they were entertaining at the same time. They loved their promo. They knew that whether they win or lost, you were going to be excited to see them win or lose. Mostly lose. If you got a dude who's trash, but he can sell a fight, he's still going to get booked. He's still going to, you know what I mean? So, this card is called If He Dies, He Dies. You can put the picture of Drago, the Russian who went against Rocky. Put that front and center on here. Call it If He Dies, He Dies in red letters. Dripping red letters. First, on the card, I got Easy to Block Captain versus Real Sick. Easy to Block Captain because he done took Cortez, he done took Rex, he done took T-Top, he done took some bona fide vets in this and got out of it unscratched. I need to see if he really bout that with a rapping, lyrical, miracle type rapper. I'm throwing Real Sick out there. If he dies, he dies. Real Sick. You've been getting off with rapping against rapidy rap people. You've been getting off against trappers. You've been getting off with people who is known to stumble and choke. It's time to see if you got to go against a fan favorite like Easy to Block Captain. And that's why this makes the matchup. If he dies, he dies. Next on the card, we got Fonz. Fonz makes it on here because he haven't took battle since he won his little championship and got his 25K. He ain't been in the field. He ain't been active. We got Real Name Brandon. He just won 25K. Both of these guys won an Ultimate Madness tournament. So we got the winner of Ultimate Madness 1 versus the winner of Ultimate Madness 4. Let's go. I need to see that. If he dies, he dies. If Fonz can handle Real Name Brandon, Can real name Brando handle Fawns? Which class is better? Ultimate Madness 4 tournament 1 or is it 4? Which one's better? What better way to seed and get the 2 top dogs from each tournament and have them collide? If he dies, he dies. Moving on to the next matchup, we got Av. Av has been on fire. Av is the one you go get when you want to see if somebody is really about that life. I got him going against somebody who really deserves this plate. Somebody that I think needs this plate and was trying to see if he really got it against a puncher. I had to think to myself when I made this card, I said, damn, who can punch like Av? Let's see who is on Av's level of punching. We need him against another puncher. None other than Mr. Biscuit. Step up. I got you against Av. If he dies, he dies card. J400. He been on Angry Fan, talking his shit, trying to get battles together. This is a long awaited, one of the biggest shots thrown in a battle. You can't tell me too many shots thrown at a different battle rapper that got as much love as Tink the Demon than what he threw at J400 block. I need this J400 block versus Tink the Demon. If he dies, he dies. Rubando, he did. They say he kind of walked his way through the Ultimate Madness 1. They say he didn't deserve to be to the final round. They say he kind of skated his way. His opponents didn't take it easy on him or whatever the case. But it's time to see if he about that life. Benji Lolo, I need to see, can you handle a Rubando? Are you going to die? Can you handle a Rubando? If he dies, he dies. Moving on, we got Gwitty, the shit talker, Gwitty. He's become a favorite on Angry Fan, talking his shit, getting battles booked, he want to go against everybody. Ain't nobody a friend to him. I like the energy coming from Gwitty. Let's throw Gwitty. I got him going against Your Honor, Dot Mob, Rex, Mook. You can't lie and say Your Honor haven't got better since he joined Dot Mob. The I don't care factor is what bothers me. This guy has to, you got to come on with it, man. 1 minute you see him, he's doing this thing. He act like his head is in it. Next minute he's fucking goofing off and joking around. So if he dies, he dies. I got him against Gwitty. I know Gwitty's somebody who wants the competition, who wants to make somebody look silly. But also he has a style that's nonchalant. And, one thing, you can't tell Gwitty nothing. You can't tell him nothing about him being fire. And if he can whoop these niggas, you can't tell him nothing. He think he can whoop everybody. I like that energy. That's why I would like this matchup. Gwitty versus Your Honor. I like this matchup. Now, moving on, we got Battle of the Gingers. None versus A-Ward. None has been calling out A-Ward. If he dies, he dies. None. I think you should get your plate. A-Ward. No, nothing new. They say, can you battle URL battle rapper? What perfect opportunity than now go against this URL battle rapper who has been doing this thing. None has been doing this thing, and I think you deserve this. I think that I think you've been doing your thing to where you can call and say what matchup you want. None. I think you can say who you want and who you deserve, and I think that none needs this play. Give it to him. A-Ward, on the other hand, you can ask for whatever you want to. For one of your first URL matchups, you better take a none. You know what I'm saying? You better get warmed up before they throw you against a Rum Nitty or Geechee Gotti again. Because that's what's coming up. You already know A-Ward versus Geechee Gotti on the Riot. You know what I'm saying? They trying to get that locked in. Next up, we got Mook versus Ars. Mook and Ars has gotten into it. They've been going on these platforms and talking they shit to each other. I need this matchup, Mook versus ours. This will clear up a lot of shit. And like, not like the Rex battle, the Rex and Reed and Mook. I think this would be one that Mook would do a lot better in, because if he don't, he's gonna die. That's why if he dies, he dies. If Mook don't come with it, he will die against ours. I'm telling you now. That's why I need to see it, and I don't think since Mook has been back, nobody has really just tried to kill him like that. Put him up against ours, and we'll see. Moving on. DNA leaves NWX, gets into it. Big debacle with NWX. You know, you can't be together forever, though. And that's the thing about these groups. I knew it back when Big T had left. I think Big T had left because they was helping him, but he felt like the help wasn't really helping him. Why else would you leave a group? Why would you join a group? Maybe so y'all can spar together. You know what I'm saying? Maybe because you got a little help. But if that help is not working, that's when they leave a group. That's exactly why Big T left NWX a few years ago. I think that's the reason why Saga left. He didn't want that attached to his name of being with some negative people. So that's why he ended up being with the Four Horsemen next. But if you're going to leave a group and get that spotlight on you for that, you better capitalize it. Your next few battles, you need to clean up. You need to do your thing. You need to get some W's. Now, moving on. How about them fucking Cowboys? Give it up. Give it up for them Cowboys. This week we got the New York Giants. This should be a blowout. The New York Giants. Let me talk about them for a second. Just like the Eagles, just like the Redskins, I can't stand them motherfuckers either. They just went against the Broncos. They had the first game against the Broncos, 27-13. Okay. Washington, they lost by a point. Okay. Falcons, they lost by a field goal. Okay. Y'all finally win a game, against the Saints, who everybody thought y'all would lose to. So, that lets the Cowboys know y'all got to practice hard this week. Y'all got to come with it just as hard as y'all practiced last week, trying to beat them Carolina Panthers. The week before that against the Eagles, you got to come even harder against these Saints. You got to come on with it versus these Saints. But I got all the confidence in the world. Cowboys will do their thing. Cowboys will beat the Giants. My prediction for that match, I got the Cowboys winning 42-7. I think the Giants only make one touchdown. I think the Cowboys will beat them by at least 4 touchdowns. Moving on. The reason why this video is made is I want to talk about the card Saturday. Superfight card. Superfight card this weekend. Let's talk about it. Let's start off at the bottom of the card. We got MVP versus Cuban. Cuban's last match was Sneezy Bo versus MVP. Last time we seen MVP was on stage in Houston, Texas, going against Real Name Brandon. A lackluster battle, to say the least. Very light rounds. As soon as he got done, some of his rounds were light also. Real Name Brandon just capitalized, man. You can't make it to all the way to the end of the game just to keep dying and you lose all your credits. Now your game is over. Now you got to start all over. That's the way I seen it. I got Cuban on this just because MVP, you skated through the tournament. This will be a nice way for you to get your name out there. You lose in the tournament in the last in the Summer Madness, but you beat Cuban. So that would be a nice little story. But I got Cuban winning this because I think he's been sitting up. He was supposed to be in the tournament, if you remember. They turned his name over for Swervo. Then all of a sudden they said, no, it's not supposed to be. It's supposed to be Swervo, not Cuban. So, I know that's a bar coming up. I know Cuban got a lot on his mind. And then, too, it's like, do you really want to do this battle rap shit? He see where Luke Castro is. That's your mans. That's who you right beside. That y'all was in the same group. If you want the same kind of success, you got the perfect opportunity. Talk to your man. Like, you can talk to Luke Castro. You got tips. You got help. You got, Twerk. He was a fan favorite, real popular person that everybody want to see. You got people you can talk to if this is what you want to do. With that being said, I got Cuban on this. I got Cuban in this battle. Maybe 2-1. MVP, I think he will do his thing. I think Cuban will show levels. I think he's been rapping a little longer. I think he has a little bit more experience. I got Cuban on this. 2-1. EK versus Ryder. Moving on with the next battle. EK versus Ryder. I got EK on this. I think EK has definitely improved. He's doing his thing behind the camera. Told y'all, if he ever need a job away from battle rap, he ever want to give it up, he got a job with Caffeine, behind the scenes, hosting, all that good stuff. But a good host is always a good battle rapper. Don't get it twisted. And usually it's a Hall of Famer, somebody who's a legend, who's not in the game no more, who done went to commentary. Shannon Sharp, for example. But you got a young guy who's still in the game, who's doing the commentary. I don't see anything but everything going up for Emerson Kennedy. He knows what the fans want. He knows what they don't want. He's getting better. That last match against First Lady Flames, if he didn't do good, he would have died. Simple as that. I got EK on this. Ryder has been doing good, but Ryder has been doing C, maybe C plus. He's been doing just enough to pass. I haven't seen him do anything to get over. EK has really been, he's giving us moments. He's giving us reactions, huge reactions, haymaker reactions. I got EK on this. That battle with First Lady Flames really showed some stuff to me. I think he got this battle. Moving on. Jay the Nightwing. Jay the Nightwing versus Cortez. Cortez is like Taz to me. I'm gonna swag this over to wrestling. If we comparing this to wrestling, Cortez is like Taz to me from ECW. He can wrestle at any wrestling. His name is in demand. He can go anywhere. He's one of the legends of wrestling. When you book him, you know what you're gonna get. He's very reliable for the most part, but he's going against a superstar. At the same time, you got Jay the Nightwing is like The Rock. So you got The Rock versus Taz. What do you think is going to happen? I got Jay the Nightwing on this 3-0, 2-1, clear, 2-1, 3-0. Like I say, this is Taz versus The Rock, the People's Champ. The last battle I seen with Jay the Nightwing, I was very impressed. This guy leveled up right before my eyes. At first, I wasn't a big fan of Jay the Nightwing. These last couple of battles, I am full-fledged fan now. The Jay the Nightwing versus Danny Myers. And most importantly, Jay the Nightwing versus whoever that he went against last. That battle was crazy. That battle was just crazy. And he really leveled up that battle. And he really did better than I thought he was going to do that battle. So, I got to give credit where credit is due. There's no way I'm picking Cortez on this. I got Jay the Nightwing 3-0, 2-1. Moving on, we got Danny Myers versus Fonz. Now, this is a damn good battle, y'all. Who do you got? As I'm saying my predictions, y'all tell me your predictions in the comments also. Who you got for every battle? No hating on the Cowboys. You can't. That's not allowed. All right, we got Danny Myers versus Fonz. Danny Myers, he's always taking battles. He got these battles on these small leagues. Every time you think he's going for champion of the year, this is around the time of the year where Danny Myers fucks up. I'm just gonna keep it real. This around the time of the year where Danny Myers fucks up. He does something he ain't got no business doing. Right when he's in the runnings for champion of the year, he run off and do some crazy ass shit. They get him thrown out the races and just have him looking crazy as hell. Well, this that time of year. Danny Myers, you come in this motherfucker, you get 3-0 by Fonz. There you go, you got it. Another year with Danny Myers fucking up. I got Fonz on this. No slack to Danny Myers, man. You did your thing all year. I think Fonz is hungry, and he's been sitting back, waiting on a plate, waiting on his food. Now he got a date for his food. You know Fonz is not playing. What did they get? 3 weeks, 4 weeks to write? This nigga is not playing. Danny Myers done had a battle probably in these last 4 weeks. I'm just calling it like it is. I got Fonz on this. I wouldn't be surprised if this is a straight up classic, debatable either way. I got Fonz on this because he less battles. I know he had more time to write. And I just know Fonz is not playing. Ever since he got that 25K, he haven't been taking battle. He's been real strategic on who he's taking. So, with that being said, Fonz 2-1. I don't think it'll be a 3-0 gentleman's 30. I think Danny Myers will get around clearly. So I got Fonz 2-1 debatable. Serious Jones versus Swamp. Now this one, I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I had to think about this one long and hard on this one. I had to think about this. You got Swamp. Swamp hasn't really been on an increase. I think he's really been on a decline. And Serious Jones, he did very well against Rum Nitty. Everybody didn't think he was going to do that good. We all remember how he shot himself in the foot with RBE. And he could have played his cards right and did both of them, the tournament and RBE, if he would have. I think if he just would have kept his mouth shut. You know what I'm saying? But if you got legal issues to where you can't do it and you're going to get locked up for doing it, it is what it is. But it seemed like RB was really mad at him. He gonna have to do what he gotta do now. That was like they were starting to make you a face. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. I got Serious Jones on this. He can't really go nowhere else. I think he will put his everything into this match. I think he want to get his name out there. I think he want to be a regular on Smack. And I think this is how he does it. He will become a new face, become one of the new Swamps, the new Avs, you know what I'm saying, a face of the URL. He does it with this battle. I got Serious Jones taking this one. 2-1, 3-0. I think Swamp will do very well. He doesn't, no slack to his name. He still will get booked. He still will have his same name. Nothing will change. Now we going into this main event. They put the ladies as the main event. Miss Hustle versus Coffee. Now I got Miss Hustle winning this. The only reason why, Coffee last performance, the performance was I can't lie, the performance was, it wasn't hidden. It wasn't like the T-Top. Actually the performance was kind of like a decline to me when it comes to performance wise, bars wise. It's okay. Miss Hustle got a mean fan base, man. So you going against her and her fan base, and she can do certain moves and pull out shit out her bag that'll get her gas. You see what I'm saying? So it's more than just rapping when you got people who got fans, and and slogans and, you know, crowd participation and stuff like that. So I think this is a big task for Coffee. She's newer compared to Miss Hustle. I got Miss Hustle on this. No slack to Coffee. I think she will do what she came to do. I think it won't be enough. I think Miss Hustle will be her show levels from being around so long and being such a veteran to the game. That's why I got Miss Hustle beating Coffee on this. Like I say, it could be debatable. Who knows? These are my predictions for the URL super fight that's coming up Saturday. Thank you for watching. Until next video, if I tell you a duck can pull a truck, hook 'em up.